西斯的海洋生态有多丰富？根据联合国生物多样性公约，记录超过1700种物种。但过度开发的观光命脉，却让这座海岛乐园陷入失衡。
Alors là, nous promènons algues. Au fait, phytoplancton, c'est qui nous prend l'analyse dans le microscope. Ils trouvent dans des lots partout, mais il nous a filtré beaucoup des lots, puisqu'ils sont en litres pour concentrer l'eau.
和珊瑚共生的是微生物，就是靠它们检查珊瑚的健康程度，定期捞海水，帮海洋健检。这里是摩里西斯最北边的海洋探索中心，地利之便，总部就在海边，这儿还是间度假村。
Par exemple, comment nous lier business, l'hôtel, et la population locale, des gens qui restent autour, ensemble. Ça y est, l'hôtel, pas juste l'équipe en tourisme, mais des gens autour aussi qui bénéficient. Par exemple, ici, l'hôtel Laguna Sud, que nous était là. Alors, nous prenons un produit local déjà, made in Mauritius.
和海洋共存是这间绿色饭店的理念。从过去每年消耗65万件一次性塑料瓶，到现在180间客房里，统统替换成能重复使用的容器。就连咖啡、糖、牛奶和饼干都改成自取。
More and more, we have so many hotels in Mauritius. A lot of tourists coming in our island. So we have at one point we have to take care of our environment. We have to take care of the marine life because the main attraction people coming to Mauritius is for the sea, for the sand, and for the beach.
靠绝美的岛屿资源所带来的致命吸引力，同时让他们快承受不住。
So in Mauritius, we have the chance to have families of sperm whales who live here all year round. So our goal is to track them and find them and approach them with the most respectful way possible. Okay. So regarding swimming with whales, swimming with whales is not allowed.
我们透过海洋 NGO 特别找到的赏鲸团，一出海就先和游客说清楚、讲明白，如果想和抹香鲸游泳、拍照，抱歉，这里不允许。想找抹香鲸，第一步先用耳朵听。
And just try to find the clicks of the sperm whales. So the sperm whales, they communicate with clicks. So it's just like this. They don't sing. They don't whistle like other marine mammals. They just do clicks.
So you heard that, you know that is the sperm whale.
I know that's the sperm whales. And now, when I hear that, I just try to find a good direction, and then I go in the direction.
不和在近海徘徊的船家己惊扰鲸群，我们往外海开，但相对得花更多运气。我们早上7点半差不多从摩里西斯的西边海岸出发，其实开了将近2个小时的船，开了超过10公里远，才可以看到现在终于有一些抹香鲸的身影。刚猎捕完的母鲸带着孩子，但游客常常近距离打扰，让这些鲸鱼变得警觉，不一会儿就潜进水里。
Those whales stay in Mauritius all year round. So that means that they never leave Mauritius. So every day you have operators who go for whale watching. It's normal, you know, it's economic. And but we have to have a good approach and respect them because if we disturb them too much, they will just leave.
在摩里西斯有超过15种哺乳动物，也是世界上少数能在近海看到鲸鱼的观光热门地。像是抹香鲸在这，还有固定常驻的鲸群，但个体数只剩不到25只。
Last 2 years, the whale watching rise dramatically, and also the people start to break the rules. And many people swimming with whales and go very close, people touching whales, sometimes even climbing on whales.
这种情形几乎天天上演。我们把船开回近海，直击游客，争相追鲸。
So this swing with the sperm whale is So they are illegal, right?
That's illegal, yeah.
几乎都是亚洲来的自潜者，为了拍海底美照和抹香鲸共游。像台湾甚至还有业者一年开12团，一人收将近10万元团费，到摩里西斯找船家带出海。但根据当地规定，下海跟游需要特殊申请，禁止商业行为，只限医疗或学术研究。
Try to protect your baby and try to understand what's going on around, because the predators for sperm whales, it is a smaller cetacean like pilot whales, for example. And when many people is free diving, it is really stress for animals because they don't understand what's going on.
Too much pressure on a population of sperm whale can change their behavior. Like, you know, they're here for 3 things. They have to be safe, they have to feed, so to hunt, so they need to have food here, and they're here for reproduction as well. So if you remove one of those 3, we will just go.
人类活动破坏它们的栖息地，严重可能导致鲸鱼死亡。像是2023年4月，一只摩里西斯当地的母鲸 Claire 被发现没了呼吸。海洋组织观察过去，它几乎天天24小时被游船包围，或许是压力导致身体虚弱。
Take extra energy from animals, and finally they can be not so effective hunter, and also more vulnerable for predators. So in a long-term period, it can lead to decreasing of reproductive function in sperm whales.
保护仅存的抹香鲸，除了规定禁止共游，想出海赏鲸只能在指定时间，早上6点到中午。为了确保鲸鱼能在午后好好捕食休息，船只也得距离鲸鱼至少100公尺。
Normally the rules are here to avoid bad whale watching, so to avoid a bad approach on whales. Rules are here, but unfortunately, as you see, we are really far. So it's difficult to have a control on what's happening and what's not happening.
That people just want to see, just want emotion for one day, and they don't care about what will be tomorrow. If from other side, from the side of people, customers, will not be responsible attitude, it will be worse. Because not only punishment must work, but also people must to take responsibility to conserve the animal.
《生态旅游的商业模式需要人类自省。当共游变成一种生命剥夺，摩里西斯的海洋天堂也难继续绚丽。